Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. It is 5 minutes past the hour. Happy Friday. Woo! Good Lord, have mercy. It is the 25th day of July. Welcome to hashtag Truth Be Told JD Live. Yours truly, Joe Dupree in the building by the hairs of my chin. I'm just saying. It's Friday, y'all. It's the beginning of the weekend, baby. And Lord knows I needed this weekend to get started. But I'm never here by myself. I'm never alone. I always come rolling at least 2 to 3 deep every morning. Let me start off with the queen of pimping positivity herself. You know her from In the Passenger Seat with Alethea Crimmins. That is her very own podcast. She is a motivational speaker, world renowned and known, international. She'll be all over the place. Just coming back from doing the Miss Wheelchair pageant in Ohio. That's Alethea. And you never know where Alethea might show up or where Alethea might be at. But every morning when she is in that positivity mode, around 6 a.m. in the morning, she's up in here. Y'all put it together for my girl, Alethea Crimmins. Alethea, good mountain. How you doing, my sister?
Good morning. I am good. How are you?
Girl, I'm awake. I'm
Yep.
awake. Not only do I have Sister Alethea, but I have the cleanest brother this side of heaven. I'm telling you, I've got my own version of Dapper Dan, better known as the grand scholar himself, Brother Bowtie. Brother Bowtie, how you doing this morning? Good morning to you, brother. How you doing?
Good morning, Joe. How's everything, Scholar?
Everything is everything.
Man, you looking younger than yesterday.
Woo!
Alethea, how you doing, beautiful?
I am good. How are you?
All right, I wish we had 20 more of you instead of me hitting the Powerball.
Come on now.
You're so positive. I think you noticed I just started following you 2 or 3 days on TikTok,
Yes.
and I saw this lady be going at it every day. Where's she getting this energy from? Love it though. Love it.
Thank you.
Got it like that. It is Freedom and Fun Friday, 8 minutes past the hour. Welcome, family. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Share this with a friend. Good morning to you. Time to get up, wake up, wake up. Lord knows I was fighting with all those things this morning. I mean, fighting
Mm-hmm.
with it like it was a grizzly bear. Come on, let's
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
fight. No. I said, Lord have mercy, I got to get up. Good morning, Willie Pickens. Listen, we are broadcasting live right now on YouTube, Instagram, and on Facebook. So tell a friend to tell a friend. It's your early morning. Get up, wake up, wake up. Crew in the building. Uh, what y'all doing this weekend? Alethea, what you doing? I know you doing something. Talk to me.
Alethea is not doing anything but resting and
Mm,
recouping because I have to get ready to go to Orlando and Fort Lauderdale next week.
that's right.
So
Okay.
Right.
yes.
In my home,
So
well,
I'm
close to
never
my
resting.
hometown.
Yes.
Okay.
That's
That's
where I'm gonna
close.
be.
That's close to your hometown. Bowtie,
Close to
where
my
you from?
hometown. It's the next city up.
What's the next city up?
Well,
I
Fort
don't know.
Lauderdale's in Broward County, so
Okay.
that's why I said my hometown. So it's Miami, then it's Broward.
That's right.
Yeah,
You're gonna be close to Bowtie. Bowtie, you're gonna be real close. You ain't that far from Fort Lauderdale. How far is Fort
yeah.
Lauderdale? Maybe an hour, 45 minutes.
Nah, not even that. Like
Oh,
Mm.
really?
15, 20 minutes. The only issue is I ain't gonna be. I'm going out of town.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't worry, we gonna meet
Cause,
way
cause I,
before the Essence
cause,
Festival.
cause I was gonna be like, man, well, maybe we can have lunch, brunch, something, dinner, something.
Yeah. But let me know if you need anything, because if I'm not there, I got people, so I can make sure if
Oh,
you run
oh,
into any problems, just give
oh,
me a
he
shout
got
out.
people.
Thank you.
He got folk.
Yeah, cause
Okay.
I've never been there. So I've never been to Or, Orlando. I've never been to Fort Lauderdale. So this is my
So
first time.
what you coming to Fort Lauderdale for?
That I'm just going visit, but in Orlando I have an event, so
Yes.
I'll be doing that first, and then I'm going just to visit.
Okay, what's your plans when you go to Fort Lauderdale?
I'm getting a hotel, and I'm just gonna see the sites. I have one friend there that I'm going to visit, and then I'm coming home.
Okay.
because
Got
I don't really know what to do. So
got you. Got you. Got
She's
you.
just
Got
chillaxing. And sometimes it's what you got to do. You just got to get away, chillax.
yes,
You're close to somewhere where you
that's
know
my
somebody and you just
relaxed
gonna get
trip.
away. I ain't never been here before. Let me get there and let me chillax. Let me chillax.
you. Okay.
And that part is how you do it. Look, I want to talk to y'all about scammers for a minute. The reason I want to talk to y'all about scammers because at 11 minutes past 6 o'clock in the morning, scammers be busy on your phone. Y'all
Mm.
can't see it real good, but scammers be real busy on your phone. So the scammers just sent me a thing, the scammers, because that's who they are, the scammers, that
Mhm.
said the Louisiana DMV final notice
Oh yeah.
enforcement penalty begins on July 27th. According to our records, your traffic citation is yet unpaid.
I get those a lot.
Per Louisiana law. Oh, and they state the Louisiana law. That's beautiful. They
Yeah.
state the
Don't scare.
Louisiana law. It says that that you got to pay this to them and how you got to pay it and all this stuff. And then it gives you a link that you need to hit. Now it says the violation is entered into DMV records. The suspension of your vehicle registration on the 27th. You got 30 days suspension of driver's license, debt transfer to collections plus 35%. And possible court action and credit damage. Pay immediately. Please click on this link. If you get something like that, don't do it. It is nothing but a scam.
And that's how they take all your information, all your money, all your everything. They just waiting on you to click that link.
Oh, yeah. They're going to come inside your phone and get lottie-dottie everything. Well,
So
Mr. Scam Man,
Mm-mm.
you didn't know. You got the right law enforcement officer today. So what you do is you really just block it. You block these folks and you block them to high hell. If you notice, they did not only send that to you, they sent that to multiple people, and you just block it. You block it and make sure that them folk never contact you again. You report it as spam, and you never you spam them and you block them, and you do not open the link because that link has probably got some type of virus or malware
Yeah.
where they're either get into your phone, or if you're naive enough to answer their questions, it will put you in a position where they have all your information, and the next thing you know, you will go to your bank account and you will have nothing. Why do I say that? Right on cue in the green room, reading is fundamental. Our very own resident Lamar Burton has just showed up, and there he is. Sean P with the Sean P Experience. Good morning, Sean. Tell him about how reading is fundamental, brother.
What up, what up, what up, what up?
what's
It's the
up,
man, Sean
Sean?
Peace over there live. Happy Friday, family. What it is, man. Peace,
Happy
peace.
Friday.
What's
What's
going
happening?
on, Sean?
Love the energy.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What book is that,
With
man?
with
What
the
book is that?
books.
What book is that? Talk to me.
So this book is called Pros to the People, right? Not
Okay.
power to the people, but pros to the people. It's celebrating black bookstores all across America. Black
Woo!
bookstore.
Finally, a book that tell you where they at, where you can find them, and where to go get that good reading that's out there that only we can get at our places. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Woo! Whoever did that, I got to give them a round of applause.
For
So I
sure.
will be interviewing the author next week. I'll be interviewing the author on the Sean P Experience on YouTube. This is a phenomenal publication. I think every black person needs to get this book and support your black spaces, man. Support the black businesses in your area, wherever you live at, in your locale. Go out there and support, man.
Hey, I'm glad you said that, Sean. I'm gonna throw this to Bowtie and I'm gonna throw this to Alethi, because lately this is what I see a lot in the social media space. So let us talk about this. Supporting one another. First, to the businesses. make sure that your stuff is on point. Now, listen to what I say. Your stuff ain't got to be perfect. For some odd reason, when it comes down to us as consumers, when we go into black businesses, we expect perfection. Let me say this. You don't expect perfection when you go into McDonald's, Walmart, or Target, because y'all still going to Target. I know y'all still going to Target. Y'all, everybody ain't boycotting Target. And to be exact, I'll address that at another show next week about we got to stop these selected targeted boycotts. I understand that we boycott some folk, but we need to if we're going to do it, do everybody. Everybody who just says that we're going to cut DEI, boycott them. Don't just find one and say we're going to make an example out of you. I understand we got to start somewhere, but look, let's get them all. Okay. When you go into a black business, understand it's a black-owned business. They are black and brown folks that look just like you, and some of them have just started in business. Give them, you know what? Give them grace. The same grace we have to give you when you say or do or all of a sudden are not the most polite person on the planet because you just having one of those days. You like Monica. It's just one of them days. Yeah, that same grace we got to give you. Now, that's black businesses, have your stuff together. And if you don't have your stuff completely together, wait till you have your stuff together before you turn that sign on and say, I'm open for business. Because you know we will check you. As us, as black consumers, let's have a little grace and let's go in and support one another. That's what I got to say. Then I'm going to throw it to Sean, throw it to Alethea, throw it to Bowtie. Go, Sean.
You know what's sad about this book, Joe? Every chapter she gave an archive of like who started the business and their vision and what they did. But ultimately, so many times in this book, the black bookstore is not even there anymore. It hurt my heart every time.
We won't support it. We won't support it. We will not support. We'll go to Barnes and Noble.
And then they had the government trying to do different things to hurt the black business on purpose. You know, send all these undercover FBI agents. They get targeted by the government and the feds, and they do things manipulating their taxes, and there was all kind of things that was just done to these business owners, man. So I mean, you got to get it, bro. You got to check it out.
Sister Alethea, how you feel about that? I know you're a black business owner yourself. You have a brand, you have a business. And I tell people, you know, and the crazy thing is most black businesses like mine, I have a black business. I have a black owned business. I have a marketing and a business that I do voiceovers. And I was just, it's funny. Last night I was looking at invoices. I am supported by more non-blacks than I am blacks. Alethea, go ahead.
Same. Joe, I told you once before that you are one of the only ones that has given me a voice, that's given me a platform. My success did not come from us. Every time I was ever reached out to, it was from somebody else. Every time I was ever invited to speak, it was from somebody else. And we've had events hosted by Black people. I was never even a thought, even though they knew what I do, even though they've seen me and like clapped for me and was like, girl, yes, da, 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 da. And I don't know if they just assumed that my rate was too high, but you'll never know unless you ask. But everything that I've ever gotten, from the like J Hud show to speaking all over the world, that has come from other people. That has not come from us.
Brother Bowtie?
As a business owner and as someone who depends solely on his business, I don't work for no other company. I don't work for nobody. I'm 14 years in the game making bow ties and 7 years making cigars.
Mm-hmm.
My biggest struggle is us supporting me. Not only us supporting me, us always wanting a discount or a hustle.
Oh, hold it.
Yes.
Oh, let me really hit that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
That's my biggest problem. Joe, I don't live in no big mansion and I don't have no luxury car. However, though, if my people supported me,
Come
not
on.
only would I have that, but I
Come on.
assume half of my employees who work for me will probably have the same because I'm not a selfish individual
Yes.
at all. But you got to look at, and not to look down on anyone's business, but just look at what my business provides. Brother Bow Ties, I ain't gonna go on the cigars. 89% of my bow ties, I have 310 bow ties on my website, is catered towards a black organization, a black
Right.
HBCU, a black
Mm-hmm.
frat.
Mm-hmm.
However, though, they still come with the, excuse my French, with the nigga shit. Oh man, let me buy 3. I get a discount, man. I could just zero your cash out. No, bro, pay through the website. Pay me my money. You can't call Walmart CEO and say, "Hey, boy, let me get a discount. Just let me
Yeah.
zero." You know.
If I get 3 of these TVs, these 64-inch TVs, I know you can throw me in that 34-inch
Yeah,
TV on the
yeah,
disc. No, the price is the
yeah.
price.
Yeah, pay us, because when you go to these establishments, you can't ask for no discount. Even if, Joe, you want to know something? This is what I had to tell a young lady last week. I said, baby, even if you go to Walmart, I don't know how y'all Walmart is, but our Walmart, they have a clearance rack. I say,
Right.
even if you go to Walmart and go to the clearance rack, you still can't get a discount off the clearance rack, and
Right.
they don't want it because they got
You
it on
can't,
clearance.
you can't negotiate. The manager will tell you this has already been marked as far as we can mark it. Either you
It's
take it
already
or
been,
you
or
leave it.
you leave it.
Right.
Now,
And see,
now, I'm finna
well,
tell you what would happen, Joe, if we actually support each other financially in our community, economically, should I say. Uh, we would benefit tremendously, and our communities in our neighborhood would be a whole lot better. I tell you this, Joe. There's nothing that we do that we don't. There's nothing that we do or we buy or we support that someone of our own skin color don't do, don't own or produce. Whether it's vegetables or whether it's agriculture, whether it's fashion, whether it's a car, whether it's beer, whether it's liquor, whatever, whether it's
mm,
thread, there's a black owned company that does it. Even if it's not in the United States, if you got to go to Africa and get it done, there's a black owned country that does it. Right now, there's a black owned company out of Atlanta. I can't think of the brother name, but he has a car like Tesla. Not only do he has a car like Tesla, he has a car and a scooter that's electric, and it looked very beautiful, very elegant, like very classy, like it fits brother Bowtie lifestyle. And I don't
mm.
want no electrical car, but I said I just might have to get me a scooter because this thing fits me. But if we support our own, we will create Tulsa, Oklahoma's everywhere.
But the
Because
reason
where
we
we going
don't,
to spend our money at? We're only
hey,
so comfortable in the Hamptons for probably about a month or 2 months. I know,
hey,
Joe, because I smoke cigars a lot with a lot of rich people. And
okay.
one thing I discovered, Joe, that a rich man desire what a poor man have, and a poor man desire what a rich man have. And let
Well,
me tell
kind
you
of,
that.
hey, they speak of that. They speak of that in this book right here. You know,
Mm-hmm.
when he ran into a rich ruler, and the rich ruler said, you know, because guess what? Most folks who have very little happen to be quite popular because
Mm-hmm.
they have a charismatic type of personality. So most folks, you know, you always gonna listen. They're gonna be handsome and fine, funny, and able to finesse if they from the hood. You go always, you know, I know when I used to be growing up, cats be like, bruh, you know, the prettiest girls live over there in them projects, man, but we just don't
Mm-hmm.
go in the but we
And you
just
know
don't
what,
go
Joe?
in them
Some people
projects.
have that thing you can't buy. He said
Right,
that charisma, that spirit, that swagger, you can't buy that.
That
right,
energy, yeah.
And so
right.
some of the richest guys want to be around certain guys of a
Yeah.
certain ilk because they just wish I had a little bit of what you got.
Right.
Let,
Right.
let, let me say this based off
Cause
some of
dude,
my conversations. Some of my conversations that I have with some of my friends who do have money. What they desire, what I mean by a rich man desire, what a poor man have, and a poor man desire, a rich man has. A poor man, put this out. This is the easiest one. A poor man, he always want money. I want to
Right.
be rich. I want a big house. I want a mansion. I want all this. Okay. But a rich man, he has all that. And the only thing that he wants is authentic love because he paying for love from every direction. But when
Yes.
Correct.
you poor, there's no
Mm.
listen. When you poor, I ain't gonna say poor. When you ain't rich, if you ain't making over $50,000 or $40,000 a year, man, listen here. You gonna know who love you. You gonna know who hates you. Your family gonna let you know how they feel, and you really gonna know that's how they really feel. But when you
Mm-hmm.
rich, you cover up everybody problems with money. So that's why I say a poor
Mm.
man desire what a rich man has, which is his riches, and a rich man desire what a poor man has, which is his love and his authenticity.
and brother Bowtie, I'm gonna say this. I love that quote where they say some people are so poor, all they have is money.
Mm,
Mm.
All they have is money.
mm,
Mm. Mm. I mean,
So this is like off. This is on topic, but off topic. But
come
I
on.
needed to bring this up, especially since I'm in a room with gentlemen. I wanted to know how you felt about this situation. Do not know if you heard about it, but Keisha Kaur, who is Gucci Mane's wife,
Okay.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. I heard
she
it.
said she built her marriage like a corporation. He is the
Mm.
CEO, but she is the multiplier.
Mm.
And she says that Gucci Mane don't have to do a thing. He don't have to lift a finger. All he has to do is shower, and that's it. She buys his clothes, she cooks for him, she cleans for him, she invests money for him. She literally takes care of everything. She said that she needs him to not just want her, but to need her, that he cannot function
Mm.
without her.
Mm.
And one thing that I love that she said is that he don't have to hire no chef because I do it all because I
Mm.
want to keep this money in my household. So he don't have to go outside of my house for anything because I can do it all in my house. So she makes sure that he can't do anything without her.
Uh. I,
Should that be what a wife should? Should
so
that
hold
be
on.
the
Stop.
mom?
Stop. Stop. Let me say this. If it works for them, I applaud them. I also feel like there is elements. That means okay for because sometimes I say words and I'm not trying to be highly educated as some folks would say, but let me explain what I'm saying because I don't need you in my inbox talking about what you mean elements, earth, wind, and fire. They don't need earth. They got okay. I mean there are parts of that marriage that I think we all who are in relationships can look at and admire and maybe study to the point to say, could I incorporate this into my relationship, my marriage? Understand, every marriage and relationship has its pros and its cons. Right there, once again, you saw all the pros. Here's why, because people don't post their failures on social media. They don't. So from what I've seen and what I heard, I like portions of it. Would it work 100% for me? I'm not sure. I would look and see and say, you know what? You're supposed to invest in one another. You're
Mm.
supposed to invest in one another. You're supposed to hold it in a relationship, especially if it's a loving, intimate relationship, unless you're a type person who have an open relationship, you supposed to men are supposed to be in a position that when they look at another woman, even though she may be beautiful, the first thing that pops in their mind is the woman they got at home. Because the woman they got at home has positioned herself that everything she is doing makes that even when her man looks at another woman, the first thing that pops in his mind is the woman at home. Not. I said it earlier. Okay, this must be the theme of the week, brother Bowtie.
Must be.
It's got to be, see, you got to go, your mind is the most valuable piece in this whole process of a relationship. Because if your mind is not settled and at peace at home, your mind will wander when it's out there in the wilderness. And guess what? You in the wilderness a lot. If you really look at the time you're at home, you really only come home to eat, look at a little news and TV, and go to sleep. You don't spend a lot of time at home, not in the wilderness type situation. You wake up in the morning with boots on the ground trying to get out there, and you out there in the heat of things. You out there in the Serengeti, and guess what? In the Serengeti, if a lot of us men don't know it, we are now the antelope on the Serengeti. And
For sure.
around the Serengeti, there's a couple of lionesses like this in packs, slowly creeping.
You know, to be Alethea, to answer your question, I think you have to look at the blueprint of their relationship, and I don't think most women really look at their relationship.
Gucci Man
So
invested into her all them years.
yeah, you know, when you look at what make their relationship real popular is when Gucci Man went to jail, right? He went to jail and he had left her $7 million. He went to jail for 2 or 3 years. She took the money instead of her being the average, person that said, "Let me live this lavish lifestyle." She flipped it. When he got out, I think he had something like $41 million off of $7 million. So Gucci Man already knew when he got out, yeah, she the one. Yep. So everything else that she did is like, okay, we accomplished this. Now let's protect this. The more assets that you give someone, it's actually detrimental to you as a business owner or you as an individual in your relationship. The more people you guys allow in your relationship, our personal relationship, will destroy your relationship. So when she says she gonna cook for a man, well, that's one less woman walk around her house looking at her man crazy. When she says she's going to invest for her man, that's one less woman who's trying to call her man and trying to convince him more to move money. So I think that's the benefit of it. But however, though, I don't think everyone has that mindset. Especially these days. I'm a millennial, so millennial women don't have that mindset at all. They're gonna take your money and they're gonna go straight to the mall and buy them a car while you locked up, and you're gonna get out and be negative $4 million.
Right. And somebody else gonna be, and the time that you locked up, there's gonna be somebody else taking care of everything. And when I say everything,
Everything.
and she was probably one of these rare women that just said, "Nah, Gucci Man, my man, I'm locking this down. I'm locking everything down." And if anything, she did like old girl in Hustle and Flow. Old boy said, "Hey, old girl, you told her to be the boss, and she was straight up the boss." And Sean, talk to me, because we do have different. Bowtie, how old are you again?
40.
Okay, I'm 58. I'm almost 60. Brother Sean, how old are you?
I'm 43.
Okay, so Brother Sean, you up next. Talk to me.
Well, I know, like for myself, I love a little bit of my independence, right? I take pride in buying my own clothes. I get fresh. I get fly. I take pride in picking out my bow ties and picking out what go together. Now, some guys, they need their woman to dress them, and that's cool. I ain't knocking nobody. I take pride since I was a little boy, dressing myself, doing for myself. I enjoy getting in the kitchen and cooking a little bit myself. So it's like, I don't need a woman to come into my life and try to think, I'm going to just do everything for someone. Just take a shower and get up and read the book. Like, no. I still want to do some things myself, my own autonomy. You know what I'm saying? So that wouldn't really work for me.
Can I speak on something right quick?
Hold on, Brother Bowtie. Before you do, hold that thought. We're gonna bring Elijah in. Alethea, I think what most women would get from most of us men is know your man and understand. Just because you saw it on, and please, women, ladies, women, my beautiful sisters, no matter what skin, melanin tone you are, women all over the world, please hear me now. Just because you see it on social media and it look like it's working on social media, know your man. And men do the same. Know your woman. Just because you saw it on social media, just because it looked like it's working on social media, does not mean that you have the ingredients to make it work in your house. You can put a recipe from the coldest chef online. Doesn't mean I can cook it. It does not mean it will taste the same. Sister Alethea, before I bring Elijah in, go ahead.
But this is what I take, and that what women don't see. She made a power move with a man that already saw her worth. He already saw her worth. So it wasn't hard for her to do all of these things because she was never a pick me. Like she was never extending herself. She didn't copy the labor, she just replicated the standards.
Good. Alethea, before I bring Elijah in, I applaud you on that. He saw her worth and she shined like a diamond amongst a whole bunch of coal. And that's the reason why in the back of it, you can't tell me, I don't know Gucci man, but any man who would leave a woman $7 million and go to jail, knowing how things happen when you are now incarcerated, locked away, and she can do whatever she wants, that's a person you got to have a lot of trust for. Now, family, it's 36 minutes past the hour, and it's time for Elijah Mitchell. I called you your old name, Elijah Nixon. And sport. Good morning, Elijah.
Good morning. We got a lot of things to talk about, but first we're going to start off with thin line between hate and criticism. Jalen Hurts recently has been all over the airwaves talking about, is he a top 5 quarterback? Now, Alethea, I'm going to break it down so you can get in this one too, because I know you don't know who top 5, top 8, 9, 10, 12, 35.
None.
I'll break it down. So basically, Jalen Hurts has been to 2 Super Bowls, won one, he lost one. Recently just come off to a Super Bowl performance of winning one, and he won the Super Bowl MVP. Now, with that being said, a lot of people are still saying he's not top 5, including myself, but that's for another reason. But Cam Newton went on there and talked about why he's not top 5. And a lot of people like Ryan Clark, said that Cam Newton is hating. Dan Orlovsky said he was hating. Former rapper and now podcaster Gilly the Kid said he was hating as well. And they came at Cam personally, talked about he didn't want to die for football and things of that nature. So Jalen Hurts came back at them personally, comparing and contrasting their stats from one another. Now, here's where the fine line between criticism and hate. He came at those guys that came at him. Now, the only person who didn't say a word in all of this is Jalen Hurts. And yesterday, yesterday he came at Jalen Hurts again, talking about, he has accomplishments that he don't have, and just put out there what he did accomplish while he was playing the sport of football. Now, this is where
hold on. Stop, Elijah. I got one question before we even go any further. Does Cam Newton have a Super Bowl ring?
No.
Oh, okay. Keep talking.
So this is the part. This is the part that gets me. He said stuff about Jalen Hurts that antagonized, that came at the character or the man of Jalen Hurts when Jalen Hurts didn't say a word.
Now, you can't misquote my silence. You can't.
Now, the people that he did come to, he did talk about was Ryan Clark and all these other guys. This
Super Bowl champion.
Yes, and I agree with Cam in one part only. Yes, I don't think Jalen Hurts is a top 5 quarterback. My reasons are I just think that the Philadelphia Eagles are a great team, and he didn't have to do too much to win the ball game. I mean, I'm not saying that he's way more talented than I could do. He can throw the ball in places that I know I can. But when it comes down to just saying, okay, is he better than this person? Is he better than that person? I got to say no, because you only threw for 150 yards. I mean, 2,000 yards, that's unheard of. That's like way back. That's like wing T offense stuff. So it's like you win the game. It is. But you win the game, and you can't knock him for winning the game. But what I can say that he's wrong in is coming at somebody who never even put himself in the conversation. If anybody knows Jalen Hurts, he won the Super Bowl, didn't even wear the ring at the ceremony because he's already on to next season. He didn't say a word to anybody, nothing.
Well, Elijah, I'm saddened by Cam because once again, Cam with his Aunt Jemima rap on, and I ain't got no beef with Cam, but come on, Cam, brother, listen. This man has showed, first of all, a Super Bowl is just a game. Let's talk about the journey to get your team to the Super Bowl. Okay. See, everybody want to talk about what happened in the Super Bowl. Let's talk about the gauntlet you had to go to get to the Super Bowl. Okay. Jalen Hurts did what he had to do, not only to get to the Super Bowl, but he did what he had to do that, Cam, you didn't get done when you went to the Super Bowl. You went to a Super Bowl. You didn't win the Super Bowl. So what that make you? Okay? Listen, we're going to have to start calling folks out for what they are. I understand you talk, you bring up issues. It's click, like, and share. But when you start talking about the Super Bowl, you need to first talk about yourself and say, you know what? I sure would have loved to be in Jalen Hurts and walked away a Super Bowl champion. I didn't. One Peyton Manning cleaned my clock at the Super Bowl. And if I recall right, in that Super Bowl, how many times did one Cam Newton fumble the ball or throw an interception when we want to talk stats? Because normally you don't remember the person who lost the Super Bowl stats. But if I recall right, in that Super Bowl, there was one time they hiked the ball to Cam. He had Butterfingers, dropped the ball. I think he threw a couple of interceptions in that Super Bowl. Bruh. Stick to your own Super Bowl performance. Leave Jalen alone, please.
I think overall, I think the brother, not only Cam, but just athletes overall, when we leave this sport or we leave this game, no matter, even if you're not in sports, I think we had to stop allowing them to suck us in into clickbaits where we destroy one another. Because if you see, there's an algorithm with athletes that leave, black athletes in particular. They only criticize us, meaning that we only criticize one another. For some reason, Cam Newton is criticizing him, but you never heard Cam Newton criticize Johnny Manziel, Brett Favre, Tom Brady.
Your hero. Your hero. Hold it. They never criticize you. How many Super Bowl ring your hero got? Tim.
Yeah.
Gator Chomp.
Yeah.
Tebow. Come on. Who was horrible in the NFL.
So not only him, recently, Floyd Mayweather and Roy Jones Jr., they beefing online. So I think overall, us as athletes, even most of the people who criticize LeBron James look like us. We have to stop when we leave this game or when we leave the sport or whenever we retire for something. Like, don't look back. You know what it reminds me of, Joe? Don't beat me up, Alethea. You know when a woman brags about a man on social media probably for like 8 or 9 years, then when they break up, she talk about how terrible he was. Like Pat Poose and Remy Martin. Oh, he was the poorest man he was the poorest man you ever been with. Well, you was with him for like 20 years on national TV. But we have to stop that. And I wish Cam Newton just shut the hell up. And I like the brother because we got some things in common. We both smoke bow tie. We both smoke cigars and we both wear bow tie. So I actually like the brother. He dope. I like his sweat, but I need him to shut the hell up. Now, on the flip side of that, Elijah, you know who made not Cam Newton, you know who made Jalen Hurts great? You want to take a guess? Tua.
Oh, because he sat behind him.
Yeah, Tua had took his position and won the national championship, and then it made Jalen Hurts work even harder to make himself who he was. Now, Jalen Hurts is really, really, really is good, but he really is good. But he's not in my top 5, though. He's in my top. I'll tell you this, he's in my top 5 right now in the NFL. But overall quarterbacks, nah. Do I think he's better than Cam Newton? He won the Super Bowl, but that doesn't mean much because there's plenty.
Can I say something?
Hear my argument.
Let me
hear my argument right quick.
Let me throw a jab, brother. Let me throw a jab.
Come on, Sean.
Hear my argument right quick.
With the Super Bowl thing, right? It's like if you're a guy that happen to be on the championship team,
hold on.
You forever a Super Bowl champion. You forever NBA champion. What if you a sorry ass dude on the championship team won 4 or 5 chips? You're not all that yourself. You happen to be on that team. So we gotta stop all this championship ring talk as if that's just a defining moment. Is he better than Cam Newton? Hell no. Not in Pee Wee football, not junior high school, Nintendo 64. He is not better than Cam Newton.
Nintendo 64 is crazy.
Did you say He not even as good as Cam Newton. Are you saying he not as good as Cam Newton on ColecoVision with the little lines?
But you know what? Hey, Sean, I ain't mad at that because Cam Newton's my favorite college player of all time. Now, don't get me wrong, Reggie Wilson's up there. Cam Newton was my favorite of all time.
How fast we forget, bro? How fast we forget, man?
Come on, he was a hey, that boy was bad in the SEC. He the only person, black quarterback ran through the SEC. There's only 2 black quarterbacks that ran through the SEC. Cam was one. Can y'all name the other that went undefeated in the SEC? Cam Newton was one. Can you name the other?
Was it the Tennessee quarterback?
Oh, since you there, you better name his name. What's his name? Well, I'm about to. His name is T. Martin. You better remember that name, right? You better write that name down.
Hold on, but I'm gonna agree with you though, Sean. I'm gonna agree with you. But this is my problem with Cam. Like, I think Cam is, a lot of people forget who he was and what he did for the sport. But Cam, like a lot of other athletes, like you just talked about Brother Bowtie with Floyd Mayweather and Roy Jones, they're not happily retired. You know what I'm saying? When you're happily retired and you can let everything go, not everything bothers you. I'm gonna put it in another term of what I mean. That's like me and Brother Bowtie. Brother Bowtie is in a great state of mind. Now, we know what's in Miami. If I go out with Brother Bowtie, and Brother Bowtie got 7, 8 girls all over him, and I'm sitting there like, back in my day, you know, knowing dang well I know what I got home, but I'm acting like I'm not happily retired right now because I know back in my day, Brother Bowtie, you had 7, I get 10. But that's how they are right now. That's how they're not happily retired. They're not happily saying, hey, I'm done with this. I wipe my hand with this. Let me go ahead and just give these guys these flowers. And that's why I think with Cam Newton, for Mayweather,
it goes back to what I said earlier, Elijah. It goes back to what I said earlier. A poor man desire what a rich man has, and a rich man desire what he has, what the poor man has. All that money that they made, they have not raised their kids. They have not established a relationship with their kids. So when they come home, now they're retired, they realize, like, damn, I don't have no relationship with none of these people. I got to learn these people. Like, but I've been taking care of these people all along, just giving them money, but I don't know what my son like or don't like. I don't know what he's allergic to. I didn't know that my daughter is really good in gymnastics. I didn't know this because they committed too much time to trying to be great and stuff like that, which, you know, I'm not looking down on them and stuff like that, but I think their unhappiness is like they're in a place where they have to like figure out how to learn and how to know these people, and it's the safest way is to cause chaos or cause ruckus, you know. So let me give a distraction over here. You know, go ahead, Miss Alethea, the sports genius, ma'am.
Not at all. I disagree a little bit because I feel like when a person feels like they are no longer relevant, when they feel like they are irrelevant, they will talk about someone who is relevant to make themselves relevant. With that, and this is all that is. When you feel like when somebody else is at the head of a table that you felt that you built, but now somebody else is sitting at the head and their mere presence is a problem, then you have an issue with that because you are no longer at the head of the table. So now you have to make yourself relevant again so that you can get back in that seat. And sometimes that often requires throwing other people under the bus and taking unnecessary jabs. And that's exactly what is going on right now.
The Madam Sports Genius Alethea.
I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's this podcast culture. Back in the old days, when I was childhood, I didn't hear somebody say a retired Joe Montana talk about somebody current. I didn't hear a retired Eli Manning talking about somebody current. I didn't hear a retired Dan Marino talking about somebody current. Because you know why? Only sportscasters had microphones. But now we all got microphones and we all got cameras and we all got ring lights. And now here we go, all this. It's the podcast culture, bro.
But
these
even with
things are
that,
leave me and my ring light alone, Sean.
These things here are
I got one,
dangerous.
Truly.
And listen, these things here are dangerous and they're powerful. And now folks have learned the power, because if you really think about it, and I think I'm the only person here that can speak on this. When I was a child, how powerful this thing was we looked at these people who were on the radio and in front of cameras as superheroes. These people were bigger than life. You got to understand, it is because the power of the microphone that Oprah Winfrey has acquired the empire she has, the power of a microphone.
Joe, you tell the story all the time. My first time meeting you 8 years ago was at your studio.
Right.
That was my first time in a studio, Joe. See all them buttons and knobs and lights and mics, and I had never seen. But guess what now, Joe? I got 3-4 microphones.
Come on.
At my house. So now the allure of, it's like, I'm always around mic and buttons.
Right.
I got my own buttons. I got my own. But it is so prevalent now to where, like Joe just said back in the day, only certain guys had mics.
Right.
Well, look at this.
Accent.
Brother Sean P, look at it like this, though. Those names that you mentioned, and you mentioned one of the greats that I admire, Dan Marino, even now, they still have access to mics, and they still not criticizing and talking bad about people.
Because you can't misquote my silence. There is a decorum amongst
their
men.
integrity, their character, I believe.
Gentlemen,
that,
you're a gentleman. Listen, what do I say? What they say? Manners maketh man.
The man. Manners maketh the man. Yep.
Manners maketh man.
Especially if
Elijah.
Especially if this like.
Oh, I'm about to play devil advocate. I'm gonna let y'all finish. I'm gonna play devil advocate, but I'm gonna let y'all finish.
But when this dude was sitting there quiet, because this is me. If I'm sitting there quiet, don't bother me. Do not bring my name up in now another conversation. As long as I'm not saying shit to you, leave my name out of it. Because once you start to poke that bear, and then I start to put them claws out, don't say nothing. Because once I pop out,
come on now.
I will Kendrick Lamar. I will pop out and show niggas. Like what?
Oh, hold on. I'm glad you said that.
Leave me quiet.
Talking about the ring and a quarterback to me wasn't worth a flip. I think 3 of these rings belong to one Louisiana Tech graduate. My daughter is a proud graduate of a Louisiana Tech. A Louisiana Tech graduate by the name of Terry Bradshaw. Terry Bradshaw wasn't worth a flip.
I'm gonna play devil advocate though. Hold on, brother. I know you had a
Okay.
question, but I'm gonna play devil advocate. I know you had a question, brother Bowtie. Like, I'll let you get yours off first. Go ahead, brother Bowtie. Then I'm gonna play devil advocate.
Okay. Well, I was gonna switch the subject, but it still has something to do with sports, though.
Christian Wilkes.
But as you guys know, yesterday Hulk Hogan died, and I feel 2 sides about it. A lot of people say, "Oh, the hell with him." The hell with him because he was a racist and stuff like that. But before, I'm tell you the reason why. The hell with him because he was a racist. I think like 3 years ago, he made a little video of him saying "nigger," right? Now, as a child, I'm gonna be honest, and most people, we honest, man, we used to love us some Hulk Hogan. But what made me think about this situation is how many people that we admire that actually do feel the same way about Hulk Hogan in the sports industry.
Well, look. This is a slippery slope because somebody checked me on this yesterday because I said the same thing you said. I said the hell with Hulk Hogan. But the person said, how many times have you said something racist and we just didn't catch you on the microphone? Mm-hmm. I had to pause. My chest tightened up. And damn, I had to say it like that, partner. But sometimes the truth will make you pause and make your chest tighten up. So, yeah, there's a lot of folks out there that probably gratuitously use the N-word. Just like we got a person in the White House that gratuitously tells people he'll grab you in the pee. Mm-hmm. These days and time, because of what Sean said it best. Everybody got a mic now. What used to be shock and awe ain't shock and awe no more.
But
To be
wait.
exact,
You know,
if Trump jumped up, dropped his pants, and pooed on the Oval desk, it wouldn't do. I'd be like, well, I knew he was gonna do it sooner or later.
Yeah.
Hold up. I want to hear this rebuttal that Prophet has.
Come on.
What is your
Oh,
Come on, advocate.
rebuttal?
are you
Come on.
ready? You ready? Let me
Come on.
Let me turn the other cheek. Look now. Why did this? Right? Why did this? Look, listen to me. Right? I know. Dan Marino didn't say nothing. I know Terry Bradshaw didn't say nothing. I know all these guys never say nothing. But let me tell you something. I guarantee they feel away. I guarantee Dan Marino would say, if I was in this game today, he'll put up some Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen numbers. And the thing about it is, I know that we all criticize one another. But like I said, I just think they're not happy retirement. But I also say this, though. They're thinking, because we're going to think like that, because my athletes are going to think like that when they go, if I had a chance to compete against these guys, this is what I would do. And this is what they're saying. So we're all competitive. And anything that we do, we're all competitive. And sometimes I wish some people take it the right way, and they take it the wrong way. And other times people say the wrong things and they should have never said. But we're all competitive. Cam Newton, till he is gray in the face and sitting 6 feet deep, which I pray is no time soon, is going to say there is nobody on planet Earth that is better than me. And I'm going to say, that's cool, Cam, because you should feel like that. You should always feel like that. That's why I'm not mad at him defending himself. I am mad that he's attacking Jalen Hurts as a person when he didn't say anything.
Hey,
that's the problem.
Hey,
that's the problem.
And Elijah, that's why I keep saying when I see you, because what you said right there just probably raised everybody conscious to a whole different level who knows sports. Because what you said was spot on. That was spot on. That is the truth. What you said. Don't attack a man who's not saying anything. This brother ain't concerned about that. He ain't even worried about that Super Bowl. Guess what? If you listen to Jalen Hurts, and I was there, heard some of the interviews, was in the room, Jalen Hurts made it crystal clear. I'm still mad about the Super Bowl loss we had. This ain't nothing but a redemption Super Bowl, because we should be having 2 Super Bowls in Philly. We should be raising 2 championships. But because of my lack of work, that was his exact words, because of what I didn't do right. Taking accountability and responsibility, which half the folks say black men never do anytime anyway. He did that and said, listen, that's the reason we ain't got 2 championships. We should have 2.
But Elijah's saying, and I agree, when you remove sports altogether,
we still competitive.
And then you started talking about me as a person when you took sports out, and then you just started attacking me like I was cool whenever we was talking about sports. Like, okay, I'm gonna let you slang it. I'm gonna let you slang it. Just play around. But once you start attacking me as a person, and I open my mouth to talk about you as a man, now we got a problem, because now it's like, what? What's up? What you saying?
When it comes to microphones and men, right? Let's play devil's advocate again. So Michael Jordan is about to be doing commentating, I understand, on basketball.
NBC.
So for a long time, Michael Jordan been pretty quiet for the most part. He pretty much smoking a cigar, drinking his little whatever. Eyes stay yellow, right? So now Michael Jordan with a microphone critiquing today's game. What is that gonna do to Michael Jordan? What's wrong with Joe? What am I saying?
I stay yellow.
My question is Michael Jordan going to tarnish his own legacy by saying the wrong thing on the microphone?
I don't know, because man, you ain't never, and you are right. You ain't never heard Michael Jordan bump his gums about nothing. He's been quiet. Now all of a sudden, because they say you always gotta watch the quiet ones, because they the ones. Now all of a sudden you go put a microphone. See, this is why you, and I'm sorry, but I'm sorry in advance, and y'all could say whatever. But this is why Elijah, stop. This is why sometimes you cannot give men microphones.
Why we can't express our feelings? Why we can't express our feelings?
Wait a minute. A lot of folks, you can't give them a microphone. Period. Men and women. A lot of folks, they microphones need to get repossessed today. You know, but unfortunately, guess what? We are a place of freedom of speech. And I really don't know if it's freedom of speech anymore. I think it's I'll let you say what you say until you step on my toes. And when you step on my toes, I'll find a way to get some 3-letter agency to shut you down some shape, form, or fashion. It's just I discovered that. Look at what's going on. Let's talk about that for a second. Look at what's going on with Colbert. Colbert. Now they saying the reason we canceling Colbert is because Colbert is too expensive. Now the reason you canceling Colbert is because Colbert he be drilling Trump.
Really?
But I was just going to say, but I think it's just natural for like when somebody's in your space, you're gonna feel some type of way. Like, you know,
yeah,
you pushing positivity. If I came on my own company, talk about you got pushing positivity, I'm positivity pushing. You're gonna be like, hold on now, Elijah. Don't play where it's safe at. Like you
right,
gonna tell me
right.
don't play where it's safe.
Hey,
yeah,
Elijah, and what you said is more truthful than you know.
Lane. Stay in your sports lane and leave my alone. Right. Because where you come from?
I just said,
why are you here? Why are you here?
Right, because you know as well as I know. And Alethea gonna laugh about this because yes, we are talking about somebody, and if you are tuned in, we are talking about you. We just ain't gonna call you out by name because I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna give you that type of power. Yeah. But some folks will sit there and observe you, watch your formula, and then try to reproduce your formula and swear to God that their formula was really your formula, and they really didn't get the idea from you. It's just they had that idea, but that boy said I got to sip deep on this water when he do this one.
But that's one thing about it, and two things for sure. I bet you can't do it like me. I bet you can't do it like me. I bet you can't say it like me. I bet you can't rock it like me.
Right?
I bet you can't look pretty like me. Because baby,
I mean,
there is only one me.
But bro, like Elijah said, like in the book space, right? They got folks that got bigger platforms and all that. When it comes to that book space, you're not gonna do more videos than me. You're not doing more interviews than me. You're not doing more content than me. You're not gonna outwork me. Hey, and that's not being braggadocious. That's the competitive nature in me. When it comes to this, what I do, you're not gonna do that.
Hey, and if I came on here talking about y'all get ready for the Joe Dupree experience, Sean gonna call me and say, "Oh, it's the experience now." Yeah, and he got the right to do that because I'll be like,
that part,
you know,
that part.
Look, I don't have a problem with anybody using, but at least give me the respect and call me and say, "Hey, dog, I heard you say something. I got to have it. I got to have it." And bro, I'm gonna give you credit for it. That's all. That's all. I ain't asking for no royalties. I ain't asking. Hey, if y'all didn't know, I mind the business that pays me. I just got a nice little check from another Call of Duty project that I just finished doing. I mind the business, and I ain't running around bragging to folks. You don't see me on here. You go through my social media and see how many times I promote Call of Duty. I play a few video games, but I don't tell you how deep I am in the voiceover space in these games. I just finished signing a big contract with Share. So when you go out there and do your offshore training, virtual, the voice you hear and telling you to move stuff is, I don't tell everybody everything because guess what? I understand haters will try to figure. Sean reached out to me a long time ago, and guess what? Sean's exact word was, "Hey Joe, I need to know how to get in this space, man, to start reading these books." I gave Sean some direction, and I told him where to go. I'm the type person, I ain't gonna hold it back. You call me, you need to know, I'll try to tell you which way to go. I ain't gonna tell you they're gonna let you in the door because I don't know if they will or if they won't. I don't even know sometimes how I got in the door. Favor ain't fair. But I will point that direction. I say, hey, why don't you? Here's a number. Here's a person. Give them a call. Tell them what you do, and tell them I sent you. If maybe my name, I have a little weight.
Brother Bowtie, this is what we said. You know, when you was gone, I was basically just saying that you have the right to at least brag on yourself because people are gonna invade your space anyway. I could be Elijah Neckties, and you gonna have Brother Bowties, even though I just saw you do that. I'm invading your space.
Neckties.
Elijah Neckties, and you Brother Bowties, and you just see you. I'm invading your space, and then I guarantee you gonna don't. And you can say you're gonna be like, well, my product better than his. You're gonna say it anyway. We're naturally competitive. Like we're gonna compete with our product that we really take pride in what we do. That's why I don't have a anger when these athletes come out and say stuff. Even if Michael Jordan would have came out and say stuff, I don't have when you just start attacking the man though for nothing, then that's when I'm like, all right, hold on. That ain't got nothing to do with basketball, and do football, boxing, whatever sport you. That's when I'll get upset. Other than that, you're gonna feel like you're the greatest. Nobody knows how much work you put in but you. So I can't say nothing about that, you know?
I think there's limitations when you know that you did something great, you made something great, and it's just me. I think I mastered making bow ties, right? So oftentimes when I see people making bow ties, I actually get them advice and counsel. Like I'm the one that slide in their inbox and be like, "Hey, change your price. Hey, you should do this. Hey, I see you not making your own fabric. Like you interested in making your own fabric?" So I think it's maybe because I'm not selfish. I can't take this with me. If I take my mastery with me, then the world will be looking for another 20 or 40 years for someone to know how to make a bow tie like Brother Bowtie. So the best I can do is give back. And there's enough money out there for everybody. I never heard the CEO of Apple and the CEO of Macintosh, Dell.
Samsung. Samsung,
Yeah,
right.
I never heard them crash and argue. Like, nah, we finna get this money. Like Stephen Ross and Donald Trump, never heard them arguing, but both of them big real estate, investors and owners and stuff. Well, one of them, I don't know what to call him, president. Well, he's the president, but
Hey, you gotta give him what he is.
yeah,
You ain't gotta agree with it. You just gotta give him what he is.
when you make it to the top, at least mentally, your only competition is yourself.
I got one. You know why?
Have you ever heard hold on, Sean, I hear you. Have you ever heard Michael Jordan and LeBron James actually get on TV and argue about who's the greatest?
Never.
Because they know they're great. They would never debate each other because they know they both great.
What I was gonna say was, for some reason in our culture, there's always the only could be one mindset. You gotta like Brandy or Monica. You gotta like Rick Ross or so and so. You can't I can't enjoy both of them. I gotta like LeBron or Jordan. I gotta like Carmelo or this. I can't enjoy all of it.
Yeah,
we got that
Highlander mentality. Yeah, there can only be one. Everybody head got to get cut off.
I can't like Martin Lawrence and Eddie Murphy. Come on, man.
Come on. You right. All right, family. It's 8 minutes past the hour. We went a little overtime on this Freedom and Fun Friday. It's about time for us to get up out of here. I'll start with the Sean P Experience. Sean, talk to us about what you got going on, man, and let's go.
Yes, sir. Sean P Experience. Next week, I got Pros to the People. I will have the author on my show, and the next day, in 24 hours, I'm gonna have the Black Panther women on the podcast as well. That's 2 shows back to back. That's around 48 hours of greatness on the Sean P Experience on YouTube. Tap in, man.
That part. My brother Elijah Nixon with sports. Elijah, tell him about the Fitz taking. Man, what you got going? Let's get out of here.
Yeah, man. So we dropped the episode this morning, the one, the interview with Elijah Bill Davis. It was one of my favorite ones. It was pretty cool. He was real transparent about how his legacy, his upbringing, and what got into college sports. But again, you could go listen to it or watch it on YouTube. It's Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon Prime, however you got your listening or visual platforms. We are on there. It's called the Fitz Take Podcast. Again, continue to like, share, and subscribe. We want to just thank you for the support. But again, it was one of my favorite ones. So please just go watch that one. It was really
cool. All right, brother Bo to the tie. Talk to me, brother.
What it is, what it ain't, what we gonna do about it. Let's talk about it. Let's do something about it. When you dedicate yourself to your own growth, you unlock doors that no one else can open. Invest in your peace, protect your purpose, and trust the process. You are your greatest commitment. I am Brother Bowtie. If you wish to continue to support me, follow me at all social media pages at Bowtie Untied or on my personal page, Antonio Cope. And if you wish to support my business, go to www.brothersbowtie.com. You can follow me on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitch. Love you guys and have a nice day.
Sister Alethea, Miss CEO of Pimpin' Positivity, give it to me.
Okay, so we took 2 weeks off of in the passenger seat because I have been moving around, but we will be back next week with a whole new episode ready for you. And we have some amazing guests that will be in the building. Y'all, be better today than you were yesterday. If you want to find out all things me on every single platform, I am Alethea Crimmins, or you can go to my website. I am Alethea.com. Y'all go out there, continue to be great in their face, and as always, y'all have a good day on purpose. Yeah.
Family, listen, on the behalf of Sister Alethea, Sister Jax, Brother Elijah, Brother Bowtie, Sean P with the Sean P Experience, I am Joe Dupree. This is JD Live, hashtag Truth Be Told, your early morning, get up, wake up, hour of power, encouraging you to be better, do better. Forget about yesterday, it's gone. Don't worry about tomorrow, it may never come. Deal with right here and right now. Do something today to be a blessing to somebody somewhere, that no matter what you do, there's no earthly way that they could ever pay you back. And always remember, always remember, keep this in the back of your mind. Put it in your pipe and smoke it, as the old folks would say. There is no secret, absolutely no secret, what God can do. What he has done for others, he will and he can do for you. For when God is with you, nothing or no one can stand against you. Y'all have a great weekend. Be safe. Lord's willing, we'll see you back on Monday. We up out of here. Peace.